Hey guys, Chris here. In today's video, I'm doing a first impressions video of the 2019 Audi Q8 50 TDI, but I managed to somehow delete the intro video I usually do, so that's why I'm doing this voiceover. So first off, this car is Daytona Gray. It's one of my favorite SUVs at the moment. I think it looks spectacular, especially the rear end just looks so cool and very reminiscent, of the Audi Quattros from the 80s. This car has the S-Line package and also the Midnight package, meaning everything is just blacked out on the exterior, the grille, the windows, the roof rails, all the details. This has 21-inch wheels on winter tires. They are Nokian Hakkapeliitta 275 45 21s, and this has the LED matrix lights and also has Audi's newest design language on the interior, giving it, the touch response MMI infotainment system with the dual screens. And I think this interior just looks spectacular. So that is, my short intro on this video, and over to the, the actual video where I start off by sitting in the car and driving it off after setting my seat to the correct position and connecting my phone. Enjoy, guys. Okay, so my phone's now hooked up, my seat is set to my position, and yeah, comfort on the suspension. So without further ado, let's put the car into drive. And I must say, this interior, though, quite minimalistic because it doesn't have any upgraded leather or anything, I think it looks and feels very, very nice. It feels spectacular. I think it's nicer than the than that BMW I've had for a week, and that was very nice. But there's something about Audi interiors, and especially their switchgear. Everything just feels super, super nice, super soft, and yeah, really high quality. I really do like this interior. And also this 3-liter V6 diesel at idle and at lower RPM, it is also more quiet than that straight 6 diesel in the BMW, which could be a bit loud at at idle. Never unrefined. I really did like the sound of it and the noise it made, but just a bit loud. But this thing is just very, very quiet. And let's see if we can change my view to navigation. And let's put, oh, this is so beautiful. This virtual cockpit is so damn nice with Google Maps there. Woo. Yeah. So 21-inch wheels, 275mm wide tires. Yeah. So that BMW I've had for a week rode exceptional. It rode better than my XC90. This, I think, rides just about as my XC90, because to make these tall cars, these tall and heavy cars, to make them, handle well and have good road manners and not, be wallowing, flying all over the place, they have to make them stiffer and stiffer up the suspension. So, and then they also have to have these huge wheels because, well, they are huge vehicles. So you can't run a car like this on 19s. It's just going to look silly and stupid and small. That's why you do get a bit more body motion, and you also get a bit more of a stiffer suspension. But still, well, it is nitpicking because in this class of vehicle, it is very, very good. I mean, if you're hopping from, I don't know, a Toyota Corolla into something like this with air suspension, well, you'll notice a huge difference. But hopping between these premium cars, you do notice a difference between, something like a low-slung sports sedan or a station wagon and something tall and huge like this. But first impressions is, yeah, you sit high, you sit tall. It has very good body control. It feels compact. It feels tight. It's very positive. So I'll catch up with you guys, in a little bit when I get to drive this car more, and through Oslo traffic and stuff like that, because it is that time of day. It's 3:30, the sun is setting, and I want to, get as much driving impressions while we have daylight as possible. Making our way through Oslo, and thankfully, there isn't too much traffic. Oh, talking about traffic, we hit traffic now. But usually it's much more worse on a Friday afternoon like this. But, well, it is cold outside. There is some snow in the air. probably means that a few people have taken, you know, public transportation instead of taking their cars into the city. But well, we are hitting traffic here. First impressions on, you know, the motorway through Oslo here. We haven't hit, you know, the highest of speeds, but this car is super silent and super quiet. That diesel engine is very subdued. It's even more quiet than in that BMW 530d I've just driven. It is just really, really quiet and very distant. I do like that. It sounds very nice. And also the cabin is very quiet. I'd say that this is just a tad quieter than my XC90. You know, Audi are experts at sound insulation. And even though this has, you know, the same size tires and wheels as my XC90, and also has the laminated glass as my XC90, this is just a bit quieter, and it is very, very nice. And yeah, so just as a small update on the trip, and I'll catch you guys a bit later when we hit the proper motorway and test out, you know, the engine and really how quiet this is at motorway speeds. Still stuck in traffic, guys. I've had the opportunity to test out two things. First thing is the Bang & Olufsen premium sound system, and that thing is really, really good, really rocking, much better than I was expecting. Bang & Olufsen haven't really, you know, impressed me much with their sound systems. I've always thought that Harman Kardon in that price point make better systems, like, you know, the BMW 3 Series versus the Audi A4. I always preferred the Harman Kardon sound system, but this Bang & Olufsen sound system compared to the Harman Kardon I've had in the 5 Series for a week, well, I think I do prefer this. It sounds very, very good. It's at least on par, and in my experience, Bang & Olufsen haven't really been on par when comparing price to price. And the other thing is the adaptive lane keep assist Q driving system here works very well. It holds the car in the lane like, you know, Pilot Assist 2 in Volvo at slow moving traffic, but I am lacking an indicator to see if it is active or not, if it's keeping the lanes or not. Volvo have that, BMW have that, Mercedes have that, but I can't find any icons here telling me that that the car is recognizing the lanes and the markers or not. Otherwise than that, it works very nice in traffic. It works better than, you know, BMW system in my opinion. Hope you guys are seeing me alright. It is pitch dark outside. It is evening, and again I failed to bring my camera light because I thought it was going to be darker a bit later, but well, it wasn't. Cruising here on the motorway, and this is where this car really, you know, really shines, because this is one hell of a motorway cruiser. It feels very stable, feels very taut, and has a very, very nice suspension setup here on the motorway, as well as being super quiet. This double glazed glass here means you don't have any, you know, noise off the wing mirrors. You barely have, you know, off the front windshield, and tire noise is very subdued. So this might be the quietest car I've driven in on the motorway in a long time. It's very, very impressive. And also the 3-liter diesel, when you put your foot into it, yeah, it really does shift, and it really is, you know, very quiet and very silent and very refined. On the motorway, this car is super impressive. Finally home, guys, after a long drive home, and as you see, it's still dark outside. That's why I had to place my head beneath the dome light here in the interior. So first day finished with the 2019 Audi Q8 50 TDI Quattro. It's a very cool, a very awesome car, and I can't wait to drive it more while it's daylight. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please drop me a thumbs up down below, and for more car content, as always guys, please subscribe. See you guys later, and goodbye.